The Trump administration has ordered a mass roundup of migrant families this Sunday right here in the USA, and Houston is one of the cities on his list. The roundup is said to target 2,000 families facing deportation orders in as many as 10 major cities. President Trump warned on Twitter that the raids were coming, and they appear to be part of his pledge to deport millions of immigrants. Here to discuss it is Cesar Espinosa, Executive Director of FIEL Houston, and former Republican congressional candidate Justin Lurie. So, Cesar, when you take a look at this plan from President Trump and immigration, your thoughts on it?
Well, we find this plan to come at a very interesting time, right? When he launches his campaign for re-election, he uses the only issue that he really has left to rattle his base to say, hey, I'm coming after the undocumented community. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing as president, when in reality it's just another ploy to continue to use the immigrant community to push his base for his re-election. Now,
are there families here in Houston that you've heard from that may be concerned about this?
There's a lot of families here in Houston. Houston as a transitionary city, a city where a lot of folks come through, where a lot of folks call themselves home, which makes Houston the beautiful, diverse city it is. A lot of folks are worried because they come from mixed status families where they may have children who are undocumented, where their parents might be undocumented. And at the end of the day, whatever happens to these families is going to affect every single person in Houston, not just the immigrant community.
And explain that really quick, how it's going to have the trickle-down or effect.
Immigrants are everywhere. 1 out of every 10 Houstonians is undocumented. And therefore, whatever affects that community, we can start losing people in different industries, in the healthcare industry, in construction, in the service industry, all different types of industries. If people stop sending their kids to school, we're going to lose funding. There's many things. We're so intertwined in the Houston economy and the Houston culture that anything that happens to the immigrant community is going to affect us all.
Justin Lurie, you buying it?
Well, actually, I was kind of amazed to hear you said 1 out of 10 Houstonians are here illegally. I thought that's actually an astonishingly high figure. I'm not saying it's true or not true. I'm actually kind of blown away by that. And knowing that makes me think even stronger that President Trump is doing the right thing here. If you don't like the laws, okay, I understand some people want an open border, some people want something different, but if you can't necessarily blame President Trump as a faithful civil servant for executing the laws in the book. Right now, we have a law, so we have a border, and all the people who are being sent home for deportation, it comes from a court order. The court has said you must leave America. We can't pick and choose which laws to follow. We can't pick and choose which court orders we want to follow. If you don't like the way the laws are going right now, it's very simple. You merely go to Congress, change the law, get your other congressmen to vote for it, get senators to vote for it, and convince the president to sign it. Then you can have whatever system you want. But until then, you have to follow the rules on the book. You can't be mad at the police officer who gave you a speeding ticket if you think the speed limit is too low in that area. Change the laws, not the person executing.
The good thing is the law states that asylum seekers should be allowed to seek asylum and not be placed in detention centers. But President Trump only follows the law when it's convenient for him, when it's politically correct for him, and he's detaining and putting children in jails.
We'll be back with more Factor Uncensored in just a minute. Thank you.